Fred was giving the third speech from the Speaking to Inform manual, and this speech was the demonstration talk in which he is supposed to demonstrate a process, product, or activity. And clearly Fred chose to demonstrate an activity. He came up and he drew everyone's attention in right away with some great body language up here, and he infused not just himself, but the entire room with energy and drew everyone in. And he chose a great topic for this, and he clearly demonstrated his expertise on this because he is a doctor. He talked about some of his patients have problems breathing. And even when and what can be more relevant really than breathing to everyone? If we didn't do that, none of us could enjoy Toastmasters. So he really brought in relevance right away. And as soon as he started talking about breathing, even before he asked us to all breathe in unison and take deep breaths, everyone kind of sat up and was noticing their own breathing as soon as he started talking about it. And you really drew everyone's eyes to you and everyone's attention to you right away, which I thought was fantastic. And then when you did the audience participation, and then everyone or almost everyone did breathe the wrong way, inflating themselves like a balloon up here instead of a balloon down here, I thought that was great. You really demonstrated to everyone for themselves what to do and what not to do. One of the things that Fred was supposed to demonstrate with is either an object or with body language, and Fred was demonstrating with body language. I think you had great body language, especially when you were breathing down here, inflating the balloon down here. You turned sideways, we had the profile for you. We take the mugshot on side and do all that. I thought your body language could have been a little bit better. You demonstrated what we were doing wrong when we lifted our shoulders. I thought that you could have described that a little bit better with some more words. So you did this, but you didn't say you're lifting your shoulders when you breathe, or you're inflating up here, or the top of your body is inflating. You demonstrated it well with your body language, but I thought your words could have been a little bit more effective. The second point I'd like to point out is, normally you dress up very well for your speeches. Today you wore a vest, and I thought, especially when you turned in profile, the vest kind of hid the point that you were trying to make about inflating our bellies a little bit. So I thought that it was a very good point, but it was difficult to see that in your body language. When you moved on to the more energy thing, you made a very firm break into, okay, my first point was how to relax through breathing. My second point is how to get more energy. Since you made such a strong break, I would have liked you to have a third point. So either have one point and one consistent flow throughout the speech, or go on to have a third point. And I thought that an interesting or useful third point could have been how to do this every day, how to continue breathing this way, instead of just when you notice it, how to breathe, because I noticed as the speech ended, everybody went back to breathing the way they were breathing before, and we all have this useful skill when we need it. But it would have been nice to have some tips for continuity. But I thought this was the best speech I've seen you give. You drew the audience to you. You had such dynamic energy up here. You really had great command and control of the entire room in the way that you truly do. And so I really appreciate this speech, and I look forward to seeing you progress.